Did you know that to get results, you don't always need to train intensely? On the contrary, light practices such as Tai Chi, water aerobics, or simple stretching exercises can offer surprising benefits. These activities help you live longer in safety and promote peace of mind, as well as improving balance and body stability. Even when choosing safe physical activities, there's an aspect that doesn't concern the exercise itself, but rather the time it's performed. This is particularly true if the activity risks compromising an essential element like nighttime sleep. Choosing to exercise in the evening might seem at first glance like a wise choice. It's understandable to want to be active after finishing the day's commitments, when the house is quiet and peaceful. But for those over 60 or 70, what seems like an advantage can actually disturb deep sleep, which is fundamental for overall well-being. Oh, I've met many elderly people who choose to stay active by walking after dinner, or by doing gentle exercises before going to bed, or by engaging in short evening physical activities. Their intentions are commendable, but they often don't realize that even moderate exercise too close to bedtime can activate the nervous system, increase heart rate, and make it more difficult for the body to naturally enter a phase of deep recovery. As we age, sleep quality tends to worsen. As we age, we become more sensitive to changes in our circadian rhythms, those internal mechanisms that regulate our biological clock. Engaging in physical activity in the evening hours signals to the body to stay active precisely when it should be relaxing, especially if it involves an increase in body temperature or adrenaline levels. This is precisely where an often underestimated risk lies. An increase in inflammation, the appearance of insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and even heart rhythm disturbances are effects that derive directly from inadequate sleep. Sleeping well is fundamental for heart health, perhaps even more than for muscles. If you often give up deep sleep to engage in evening activities, you unknowingly deprive your heart of the most important time to regenerate and repair itself. This doesn't mean that older people should avoid movement. Rather, it means that physical activity should be in tune with the body's natural rhythms. Exercising in the morning or early afternoon promotes a healthier heart, consistent energy, and quality sleep. Instead of rushing into new activities, let your evenings become a time to slow down. While the heart rests and repairs itself during sleep, there's a fundamental element not to be overlooked during your waking hours. It's a small habit, so simple and underestimated that seniors often ignore it, until it proves crucial for heart health. A sincere thought for you: listening to your body has a silent power. Thank you for making it this far. This makes me understand that your goal is a life of quality, not simply a longer life. Now, I want to speak to you as a person who has seen too much avoidable suffering, not just as a doctor. I have spent years alongside energetic elderly people with clear minds and vitality, both in clinics and in hospitals, until a choice, a habit, or an activity took them away from all of this. I didn't realize it was such a relevant topic, as many of them express the same thought. However, this observation strikes me because once you pass 60, every detail counts, from nutrition to posture to sleep patterns, not to mention the ability to manage stress. After a lifetime of beating for you, your heart asks to be heard, not out of fear, but out of a genuine need for well-being. There's no need to train as if you're still 30. If trying to achieve an active aging model pushes you beyond your body's limits, it's better to avoid it. What truly matters is gentleness, awareness, and consistency. The real reward is waking up every morning with a tranquil heart and a clear mind, a silent satisfaction that comes from having avoided excesses. Let go of the idea that doing more means getting more. Start making wiser choices, not necessarily more demanding ones. Move in harmony with your age, without trying to surpass it. Walk with care and rest with awareness. This is how you safeguard your heart. It is a sign of strength and courage. I want to warn you about another hidden danger, which can strike even if you start adopting healthier habits and train with more awareness. A risk that doesn't appear while you're active, but manifests in the last moment of quiet when the price of inactivity begins to make itself felt in silence. Your heart needs your understanding, not your silence. After so many years in cardiology, I've learned one fundamental thing. The heart gives everything it has, but asks for very little in return. It beats silently, often without us even noticing. In every season of life, in every gesture and every feeling, your heart is always with you. But once you reach 60, it's important to pay attention to your heart. Don't be afraid, but respect it. Even if these 5 activities are not inherently risky, they are not designed for an aging heart. What once gave us energy, today can be tiring. What once invigorated us now can become a source of fatigue. And it's completely natural. Aging is a symbol of experience and wisdom, not of weakness. There's no need to force your limits. The future can be different. It's about choosing what nourishes and protects instead of what can harm us, breathing with awareness and moving more wisely. Well-being is built through consistency, balance, and the quiet daily care, not through exertion or speed. Rather than putting your heart under pressure, choose today as the moment to start taking care of it. And remember, it's never too late to listen to your heart. It's never too late to start. Every choice, even the smallest, can give you more years of life. Go forward with care, gentleness, and by listening to your heart. These tips are meant to motivate you to live your life to the fullest and in a more authentic way. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, take a moment to reflect, then tell us one thing you've learned and wish to integrate into your daily life. In this journey of discovery, it is essential that we support each other to maintain balance and tranquility in our lives. Even if they may seem less flashy, gentle, and fluid practices like Tai Chi, or water aerobics, or simple stretching exercises bring surprising benefits. They help us live longer in safety, calm the heart, and strengthen the body. However, even with the utmost caution, there is a concern that does not relate to the type of activity, but to the time we perform it, especially if our routine interferes with something essential like sleep. Exercising too late in the evening can disturb the heart's natural recovery process, even if done with the best intentions. Exercising in the evening might seem like a logical choice. After all, the day is over and the house is quiet. It seems like the ideal time to move. But for those over 60 or 70, what seems helpful can actually compromise sleep quality, one of the most important functions for health. I have met many people who, out of discipline, take a walk after dinner or dedicate themselves to some light exercise before going to sleep, or perhaps do a small late-night workout. Their intentions are good, but often they don't know that even light activity too close to bedtime can activate the nervous system, increase heart rate, and make it harder for the natural transition to deep sleep. With age, sleep quality tends to worsen. We are more sensitive to changes in our circadian rhythms, meaning our biological clocks. Exercising in the middle of the night signals the body to stay awake when it should be relaxing, especially if body temperature or adrenaline levels increase. The real risk hides right here. Insufficient sleep can lead to inflammation, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and even arrhythmias. Rest is essential for the heart, perhaps even more so than for the muscles. If you often sacrifice deep sleep for evening activity, you deprive your heart of its most precious time to regenerate. This does not mean that you have to give up movement. It means that physical activity must be adapted to the body's natural rhythms. Exercising in the morning or early afternoon promotes more balanced heart health, constant energy, and deeper sleep. Instead of rushing in the evening, let your evenings be a time to slow down. Although the heart repairs itself during sleep, there is another important element not to be overlooked during the day. It's such a simple habit that it's often ignored until it becomes crucial for heart health. A sincere message for you. The silent importance of listening to your body. Thank you for coming this far. This shows that you want to live better, not just longer. Now I speak to you as a person who has seen too much avoidable suffering, not just as a doctor. I spent years alongside strong and vital elderly people, both in the clinic and in the hospital, before a choice, a habit, or a wrong exercise changed everything. And I didn't think it was a serious problem because many said the same thing, but if you are over 60, every detail matters. From nutrition to posture, from sleep to stress management. After a lifetime of beats, your heart asks for attention. Not out of fear, but out of necessity. You don't have to train as if you were 30. If trying to imitate an ideal model of aging takes you beyond your limits, it's better to avoid it. What is needed is gentleness, awareness, and consistency. The true reward is waking up in the morning with a calm heart and a serene mind, avoiding excesses. Let go of the idea that more is always better. Choose wisely, not with effort. Move in harmony with your age, not against it. Walk with care and rest with intention. This is how you protect your heart. This is true courage and strength. However, there is another risk, even if you adopt healthier habits and exercise carefully. It does not manifest during movement, but when immobility takes over and its cost is felt. Your heart needs your wisdom, not your silence. After many years in cardiology, I have learned that the heart gives everything, but asks for little. It beats silently. Every year, every gesture, every emotion, the heart is always present. But at 60, it's time to listen to your heart. Don't fear it, respect it. Even if these 5 activities are not dangerous,